All right, it's Saturday morning out front of Seaworld Orlando, and we are awaiting the Peta protesters. So I hope we don't scare them away, which could happen. Yep.
If you work with animals, we need to work together.
Exactly.
Ain't bad.
Thank you. Yeah. They love us. The public does not support Peta. Nice. Peta kills animals on purpose. As far as I know, Peta is the only major animal rights group that actually owns one shelter. And they kill 95% of the dogs and cats they take into their so-called shelter. Another strange statistic for you is Peta does not support no-kill shelters. The last I read, it was anywhere between 90 and 95% of the animals that
they have to report to the county because they're a shelter. And so between 2011 and 2018,
Do you think Peta doesn't fudge the numbers?
Well, they might fudge them a little bit, but they say that they only get the problem cases. I'm like, you have problem cats?
Yeah.
You have thousands of problem cats?
Yeah. Peta's excuse is the animals that we take in are so unhealthy that they need to be put down. They need to be put out of their misery. What SeaWorld do? They go out of their way to save animals. Peta goes out of their way to kill animals. To date, Peta has killed, euthanized over 40,000 dogs and cats. SeaWorld has rescued and saved over 34,000 animals. I think it's up to 36,000 animals. Here they are, the local animal rights group.
Here's our buddy.
Yeah, Mr. Brian.
Here's the dude.
He gets paid $1,000 to come here and organize this protest along with his wife, and 2 other people get paid once a month, $1,000 by Peta. So the first thing you'll notice on this guy's animal rights page is he's gonna have his hand held out for donation money. He gets paid by Peta and probably makes quite a bit of money from ignorant citizens donating to them. The animal rights scam is a $1 billion a year business, okay? People pretending to help animals, like these people right here. They're scoundrels, they're scum. They're gonna stand out here and hold up lying signs about SeaWorld. See, this guy's got a Peta shirt on. Hey, shouldn't that shirt say Peta kills? Hasn't Peta killed over 40,000 dogs and cats, dude? Huh? What a hypocrite. The public does not support Peta. How much are you making off of this scam? Should be embarrassed, dude. Go home. Find a real job, dude. Stop lying about people. Minutes probably.
But they have no animal protein in them. They're weak. Yeah. They need transfer to our protein.
Do those 2 look like vegans to you? I mean, come on, they're not fooling anybody.
What did I hear? That they get paid to be here?
Carla gets paid $1,000 and Brian gets paid $1,000. They operate this local animal rights Facebook page. I'm not gonna say the name on Facebook, but they organize this. It's sponsored by Peta. They supply them with the signs and they supply them with the shirts. Look at the little logos right in the center bottom, and they all say Peta on them.
Oh, so
during the Greyhound fiasco, when I looked up Grade 2 case tax returns, these guys got paid $1,000 at several different events. Yeah, so they don't only get paid by Peta, they get paid by the HSUS, the Humane Society of the United States,
if you really like
Grade 2K, all kinds of different animal rights groups. They get paid.
They really loved animals. They would have been here an hour ago like we were.
Yeah.
So they're basically here because they get paid.
They get paid. Yeah. So not only do they get paid from these animal rights groups, they get paid in donations also. Very lucrative business.
Right.
Yeah. The animal rights scam is a $1 billion a year industry. It needs to be shut down.
you really loved animals, you would have showed up earlier like we did.
Yeah, well, hopefully if we do this enough times, they'll get a real job.
Yeah.
They'll be a little too embarrassed for coming out here and lying about it.
Won't look too good.
She probably don't have a resume. Sitting there looking like a tree stump.
Everybody recording us is going to put us on Facebook. Every time.
How's it going? Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah. How you doing? We're Facebook buddies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Facebook buddies.
I heard. Don't play.
Yeah, man.
Where did they drive from to get here?
Fire ants. This is Aaron, and his mother actually works at Seaworld.
Yes, sir.
You've probably been in there a million times, huh?
Oh, I've seen in behind the scenes at the Animal Care Center. I've seen. With the bat,
Did they ever let you swim with the killer whales?
Not yet, but I've gone with the dolphins.
Hey, y'all know PETA kills animals on purpose, right? No. Did you know SeaWorld actually rescues and saves animals?
Do some homework.
Who are the foremost experts on orcas? PETA or SeaWorld?
That's a lot. 42.
SeaWorld. When there is a marine life that's threatened or injured, when you call 911 for sea life, that goes directly to SeaWorld. They are 911 for marine life. Hey, I'm just curious, what makes you an expert on sea life, Brian? Huh? Are you a veterinarian? Are you a zoologist? You know more about how to take care of orcas than SeaWorld does? Is that what you're trying to say? You are a lying scam, dude. You're pathetic. The public doesn't support your lies. PETA. Get a hobby, dude. You want to debate? Want to have a debate right here? I'm not an expert, but I've been doing this long enough. I know a lot of SeaWorld facts. And I know a lot of stuff about PETA. That guy won't talk to me. Because anytime he opens his mouth, he's going to make a fool out of himself. Because he doesn't know anything. He just knows to come out here and hold up that sign, and PETA will give him $1,000. Hey, did you know that dolphins and killer whales live just as long at SeaWorld as they do in the wild?
Keep on going. Keep on going.
She didn't like the fact that I stood in front of her.
No, they don't.
I have as much right to be here as I said. I'm not addressing you.
Yeah. Every time I come out here, they call the police on me. I shouldn't be here. Can you believe that? The public does not support PETA. That's right.
Wait! Volunteer support! We are here 100% volunteer basis. Support SeaWorld!
But before I spark it up, I have to mention that this megaphone is sponsored by Outdoor 360, baby. The difference between us coming out here and supporting working animals and these PETA people is we don't get paid. We come out voluntarily.
Support SeaWorld!
That guy gets paid to organize this, and so does his wife. 3.5 million people living in the Orlando area, and you can get 5 people to show up for PETA.
Come on this side.
That's pathetic.
Come on.
PETA kills.
Thousands of animals are saved every year. Thousands of jobs are on the line. We are 100% volunteer based. We are not paid like PETA volunteers are. Allow paid activism.
They're trying so hard to push me in the
continue.
street.
Don't let them, dude. Hey, y'all realize SeaWorld actually rescues and saves animals, right? Have you ever been to SeaWorld? It's an education on how to protect the environment, how to help animals. PETA actually kills animals. PETA actually kills animals. I'm not touching you, girl.
Get your phone out.
Words are not violence, lady. This is not social justice. This is animal rights scamism. I just triggered this girl. So are you people experts on marine care? On how to care for killer whales and sea turtles and stuff? Are you a marine biologist? I'm just curious how it is that you know more than the Seaworld people do about orcas. How is that possible? You know the whales like it here, right? They get free room and board. They don't have to go hunting for food. It's just there. They love it. Not to mention they get 24-hour veterinary care. You can't beat it.
Honk if you love SeaWorld. Support working animals. Honk if you love SeaWorld. Paid activism. Thousands of animals have been saved in SeaWorld programs over many, many years.
Yeah. You aren't getting any honks, Brian. If you work somewhere and you work with animals and these activists want to come out and hold up signs lying about you where you work, don't put up with it. If you don't fight for yourselves, no one's going to do it for you. Working animals are under attack by these radical animal rights groups like PETA, the Humane Society of the United States. By the way, they made $168 million last year, and they only donated 0.5% to any animal shelters. They don't help animals, they only help themselves. This is a national and worldwide scam that people finally need to wake up to. It's $1 billion a year industry, and it's fraudulent. These two right here get paid $1,000 every month by PETA. They are paid activists. They work for HSUS, Gray 2K, PETA. They have their own local animal rights group where if you go on there, all they do is ask for donations so that they can keep doing what they're doing. And what they're doing is fraud. Hey, these animal rights groups are gone after greyhound racing, horse racing, SeaWorld, zoos. Last year on the ballot in North Carolina, the public could vote on whether they wanted to get rid of hunting and fishing. I kid you not. 1/5 of the state voted to get rid of it because of lying propaganda commercials put out there by HSUS, the Humane Society of the United States. The Humane Society of the United States only calls themselves that so they can trick the public into thinking that they actually own animal shelters. They do not. And all the money that the Humane Society of the United States has, they keep in the Cayman Islands. I kid you not. Whoop, the cops are here. Ooh, Dave, you're in trouble, Dave.
That's my buddy.
Scoundrel coming through. Scoundrel. Carla called the cops again. That guy over there called me a scoundrel. That guy over there, he's mean. Carla, the pretend vegan. Yeah! We love SeaWorld. Hey, man.
Have a good time of the day. How you doing?
Good.
You're dripping buckets, my man. What's
Yeah,
going
it's
on?
hot out here.
All right. As you probably well know, I'm guessing this ain't your first rodeo. It is a county ordinance violation to stake the signs in the ground. So if you want to hold them up, kosher, just don't stake them in the ground.
I'll take care of that.
Okay, we'll pull them up.
Yeah.
We can hold them, that's it. You bet. Radical animal rights groups like PETA, Humane Society of the United States, ASPCA, they are against working animals. They are against seeing eye dogs. If you are blind and use a seeing eye dog, that is considered animal cruelty in the eyes of these radical animal rights groups. A police officer using a drug sniffing dog, that's animal cruelty according to them. It doesn't matter if it saves lives.
They didn't get here until 10:45, so they must really love animals.
We support working animals.
It took them
We support herding dogs.
Probably took them that long
We
to walk this
support
far.
police dogs. We support racing dogs. We support hunting dogs. We
Yeah! The public does not support PETA, obviously. Boy, you PETA people must be feeling pretty stupid about now. Y'all get 6 activists to show up, really?
Where's your leader?
Show your support of working animals. Herding dogs. We support police from Seaworld to race dogs to hunting dogs to police dogs. Show your support. Show your support.
Life in a concrete box. Do y'all own any pets? Do you keep them at home? Because if you do, you're keeping them in a concrete box. Hey, these same animal rights groups lie and slander the agriculture or the farming industry. They're basically tampering with our food supply. In case you're wondering why the cost of milk is so high, blame these idiots. Animal rights groups like PETA and the Humane Society raise hundreds of millions of dollars a year. The biggest chunk of money that they spend it on is fundraising. The second biggest chunk is they spend it on political campaigns and lawyers to write laws against owning animals. They believe all animals are equal to humans and shouldn't be owned because that would be slavery. If you kill a cow and eat it, you should go to prison for murder. This is animal rights theology. No animal should be touched. No animal should be helped. Let them roam wild and do not interact with them. This is what animal rights is. Animal welfare, that's different. That's helping animals, interacting with animals, working with animals. Animal rights and animal welfare are not the same thing.
These orcas receive some of the greatest treatment in all of the United States. Remember to honk if you love Seaworld. Seaworld has rescued and rehabilitated more than 36,000 animals.
I guess they're calling it quits. We won! We won! Again. Time to go home. What's the matter? Is it too hot for you? The public does not support PETA. PETA kills animals. SeaWorld saves them.